credits! I didn't mean to do that. I need to turn the music down a bit. Perfect. Alright, hello lucky cats. Lucky Kyo. Back in action with Dream Daddy. Now I know the hype for this has significantly went down. But I have 2 more dads I need to complete. And then I'll be done with this forever. Not that I don't like this game, just I have other games I want to play. So
that dad.
Thank you, announcer. So we're gonna you're just gonna sit there and watch. I'm gonna do something I haven't done before and use the same dad twice. I know, crazy. Yeah, that looks good. That color. Just so you match. So, I'm gonna practically speedrun this. Close, and then you are good, my friend. Looking good.
Name that dad.
Harry. Evans. Done.
Be that dad.
Skip. Your mother and I. Tried to steal other people's pets. The day you were born. 2-car garage just cause. None of this actually matters. I need some coffee ASAP. Hey, Matt. I'm not going for you this time, but I will still order chai every time. I should get back to unpacking. Hi, Joseph. He probably wants his plate back.
Hey.
Let's check out the park. I like your necktie. Pet the dog. Give him those head rubs. It's a new technique. Yay! Brag. And then I'm gonna brag one more time. Alright, items. Damn it. There's no way to win! Go take a nap. Also, sorry for the sniffling and coughing and stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm sick.
Nice. Bro.
I get sick often. Because other people around me get sick and then I get infected. I'm secretly the mayor of this town, obviously. I'm gonna go out and watch the game. You know the one. Yep. Fast forward. Nah. Not this time, Mary. As much as I really want to date Robert again. I can't. I can't do it. Not again. No, thank you. Better call it a night. I'm not hanging out with you today, Craig. He just moved.
Oh, hey.
Let's make something at home.
Dad. Aw.
Check on bacon. Check on bacon. Check on bacon. Scrumptious.
Alright.
If there's food, I'm excited. Hello. Your marriage hit rock bottom. Let's hang out with Robert and Brian. Yep, Burger time. Don't need to talk to anyone else today.
Nice.
Oh.
I mean, I got a burger in me. Work on some stuff. I have a right to be concerned. I'm also sorry.
Dad.
Torment my children with dad puns. I don't need anything. Oh. The president of space. Keep going.
Yes.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hi, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. See just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket? My fishing pole, a keen understanding of steak cuts, firemen, romantic comedies, deck building, my portable fishing pole, how my daughter is smarter than I am. I'm sure she is. She seems like a smart cookie. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more, but it seems like Daisy and Amanda get along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the kids' sake of the kids. I crack my knuckles and start typing. Hey Brian, great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. I wait a couple of minutes until a ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on screen. It's Brian! Let's see what he has to say. Hey man, always love a good burg with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. Friendly competition? This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I'm proud to say that she's almost better at it than I am. Almost. I type back. That sounds great, man. Name the time and place and we'll be there. Hey, Amanda. 1 second. Amanda walks in through the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. You up for some? Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm alright. I just got sad because I started thinking about how I'll never have telekinesis. Not this again. We already went over this with flying, super strength, and laser vision. And it's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Amanda's eyes narrow in on me. What? What are you... Shh! You're breaking my laser focus. Hey, don't shoot fake lasers at me. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? I know you feel like you have to stay positive around me, but I just want to make sure you're okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be fine. She sounds very not fun, but I won't push her on it. Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I'm a little out of practice, and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep it in the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo, let's do this. You ready for this? Arr, matey. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Why are you talking like that? because this mini golf course is pirate themed. Just now realized that we are indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh. Come on, Pirate Dad. Won't you talk pirate with me? Arr. Ahoy. Scurvy. Avast ye. I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with my superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloon? Come on, Dad. You told me this was just gonna be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. Just mini golf. It's so much more than that. I kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf. Whatever happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun when we beat them. Amanda gives me a side eye, but before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys! Ahoy! Brian rocks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for our mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that? All right, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh, Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on. Amanda gives Daisy a look. I mean, aye aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda. Ah, look at those two. They're two peas in a pod. So you excited to get some mini golf in? Oh, you know it. You a gambling man? I don't know. Am I? I know when to hold 'em. I know when to fold 'em. I know when to, shoot. That's pretty much all I know how to do. How about the loser buys drinks tonight? Alright, but how about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're gonna maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work, not for the faint of heart. I don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh yeah? Hole in one. Every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands and lock eyes. It's about to go down.
To the bride. To the bride.
Okay.
Ho, 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 and a hole
I got
full
this.
of ball. To the bride.
This is easy. Oh no! My perfect score!
Dead men sink no putts. Ho, 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 and a hole full of ball.
Shoot.
Dead men sink no putts. You've lost your ball.
I know. I want to try again. I can do good.
You've lost your ball.
No, don't worry. I know when to fold 'em. I got this.
Yo-ho-ho in a hole full of balm. Yo-ho-ho
Got
in a
it.
hole full of balm. Into the brine.
Got it. No!
You've lost your balm.
No!
You've lost your balm.
This is harder than I anticipated.
Dead men sink no pots. You've lost your balm.
Oh, oh,
You've lost your balm.
okay. Well, that definitely wasn't a hole in one.
Dead men sink no pots.
I did even worse. Last time I got 5 out of 18. I at least want to get 5 again.
Armitage. Yo-ho-ho in a hole
One.
full of balm. Into
Two.
the brine.
I was worried about that one. Ah.
You've lost your balm. You've lost your balm. Dead men sink no pots. You've
I was hoping
lost
that would
your
go in.
balm.
To the hole and then. Ah!
You've lost your balm.
I don't know why I did that.
Dead men sink no pots.
I am getting significantly worse at this.
You've lost your balm.
I know, I only got 2 this time. Don't even worry about it. No one to haul them. Gonna save here so I don't have to keep making that choice.
Armitage. Yo-ho-ho in a hole full of balm.
Okay.
Yo-ho-ho in a hole full of balm. Into the brine.
Got it.
Into the brine.
I don't know
You've
how to get that
lost
one in.
your balm. Dead men sink no pots.
Whoops.
Into the
Oh,
brine.
yay!
Yo-ho-ho in a hole full of balm.
Shoot.
You've lost your balm.
I did better this time, though. I got 6. Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time destroying Brian underfoot. I just ask because your eye is twitching. No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrows. We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right. It's just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. A game we're currently winning. Dad! Please, Amanda. Please nail this next hole for me. We need to keep the streak going. If it's really that important to you, sure. Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks me right in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug. Oops.
Yeah.
I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her act of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo.
Armity.
Golf. Damn it.
You've lost your ball. Into the brine.
What even are these holes? Why are these things?
You've lost your ball. It may sink no putts.
I missed. Oh, yay!
Into the brine.
That one was suspiciously easy.
You've lost your ball.
Oh, God.
You've lost your
Nailed it. Yeah. Oh, but that went in. It totally went in. I tried to maintain an air of professionalism because the children are present, but confetti cannons are going off in my brain, and somewhere someone is placing a wreath around inner me with the words "Best Dad" emblazoned on it. Man, that was some good shooting there, Harry. I have bested you. And it felt good, Brian. It felt real good. Brian and I eyeball each other, electricity shooting between us. Arr, Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo-ho-ho, I did. We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we would need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two go enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan. Harry, you cool with that? Sure, just don't get yourselves into too much trouble. Can do. I'll make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny, rebellious heart. Well, guess we should hit the bar now. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? That sounds like a plan. Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a kitsy island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls, and several fake parrots are strewn about. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which is a little more bearable since I won. Okay, I just gotta get my victory drink and get out of here. I think I already proved my superior deadness for the day. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. The bartender whips us up 2 rum drinks inside of hollowed out pineapples. He sets them on fire, and we have to blow them out before we can drink them. Usually I just like to, I don't know, drink my drinks. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. I miss out on the taste of victory? I don't think so. I take a sip of my pineapple hospitality. Victory tastes fruity. Let's talk about lawn maintenance. I'm very particular. No electric mowers for me. I hand cut everything with scissors. I also only water the lawn with bottled sparkling water. I just ran out, so you're gonna have to import some. Italian is preferred, but I'll settle for Icelandic if that's all you have. It's sweet that you're willing to put all of that work into taking care of your dead grass. What? My grass is perfectly healthy. It's okay, buddy. I know just the trick to perk it back up. I'll work my magic when I finish trimming your grass with the tiniest pair of scissors I own. Man, even when he's trying to be helpful, I feel personally attacked. While I sip more of my drink, I notice a TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. Ugh, I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody would watch it. I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like long haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. I have terrible news for you, Harry. No. No! Not them too! That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts, though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have emergency escape buttons. I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow, nice work. Yeah, kind of took after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too? The best. He practically built half this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying not to become your father, then wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands, and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter. So it's an absolute dream job, for me at least. Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point as a dad, and I've been okay with that until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have the patio furniture that I haven't put together still sitting in the garage. Okay. Maybe I should call it with the dad competition. Gotta keep it light. Tell one of my classic jokes. So, a 3-legged dog walks into a bar. And he goes up to the bartender and says, I'm looking for the man who shot my leg. Is that how it goes? Nope, but I refuse to admit it. Yes, it's one of those anti-go jokes. Very avant-garde, you know? Oh, so it was supposed to not be funny. Sure. I take a long sip of my drink. See, we can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove that I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason, I think. Let's keep it moving. Ask about your puppo. So, you have a dog? Sure do. I can't quite remember what he looks like. Oh, he's a little corgi. Always has a handkerchief around his neck. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I think I might need a visual reminder to jog my memory. If you happen to have any pictures of said dog, maybe on your phone. Brian laughs. Harry, if you wanted to see pictures of Maxwell, you could have just asked. Show me the goods then. Brian pulls out his phone and flips through an entire album of dog pictures. Ah, yeah. That's the stuff. What a good boy. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian and I. I gesture to it. Cool fish. It's definitely fake. What? Really? Everything in here is fake. That palm tree over there is just a fake with plastic coconuts glued to it. I look over. He's right. But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep. Went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out on the sea for 3 days, catching fish, drinking beer, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Throw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh, man, that's some of the best food I ever had. That actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed already, but I was out there watching the stars. Had my line out, too. Then, all of a sudden, it just starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod rack and start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's just man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I get him up to the surface and finally get a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it onto the boat single-handedly. And you know what happened next? What happens next? The damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail. Knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck. The fish gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away. I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish. Captain Ahab style. I'm sure Daisy would be supportive. Ah, man, fishing's the life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can't tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. I'm amazing at fishing. No one can outfish me. I'm simply the best out there. Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers. We can just sit and relax and reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on. You know you wanna. I sigh. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an exuberant high five. Yes. Maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish. So I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me, but they don't call me Harry good at catching fish Evans for nothing. I am spinning a web of lies that I fear will one day consume me. Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I fish our drinks and head outside. Till next time. I'm real excited to catch way more fish than you, Brian. Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see the competitive fire in his eyes. This is going to become a whole thing, isn't it?
Oh.
Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home and with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. So how was hanging with Brian? He wasn't too spicy about crushing his crushing defeat, was he? Nah, he was pretty gracious about it, like frustratingly gracious. Yeah, how dare that guy have some decency? Come on, Dad. He seems like a neat dude. I think so? I don't know. The guy loves a good competition. Then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure a bit. But Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit, so we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed and then sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she had a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at her age, although she doesn't bite people as much as you did. I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. You gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me. Oh. I told him I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know. I'm kind of panicking. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently on a boat on a lake for hours on end with no promise of a tangible reward. Your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing's fun. You'll remind yourself as the world darkens around you, and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. It's my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming too. Well, I bet I can convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine, sold. I'm in. Alright, I'm bushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops. Yay! What'd I get?
What an amazing date!
I got a Nis. Yes. While I'm doing my... This is the same. Keep forgetting about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Message. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh, I have a message for Brian. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. And my lawn could use another good mowing. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick me up at an hour I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick and biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese, not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda.
Aw.
Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Though I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine. And I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door within half an hour. I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish and burns? Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay, Brian's he just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, I know that's what's happening.
Ugh.
Alright, Pops. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning? Night, Panda. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I'm wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it. Give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked up mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why it feels like my life depends on catching a fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait. And wait. And wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I tried casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see multitudes of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda, I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chunks her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof woof. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell let Harry sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell, and Daisy immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here. A little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy nature. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. I am digging a hole here. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusty pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. After a nice, quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. I step out of the car and help Brian unload the gear as Maxwell runs around us, barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Woof woof. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me.
Shucks.
Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish? I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get in the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get up so early. Had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch. Obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children. More than that. Let's say if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whack Master 2000? That's a limited edition. But if you win, you get my pole saw. The Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit. The Reach and Cut 3000 is a state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts it into the lake. Oh boy. No, I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Put some bait on that. I fish a worm from the styrofoam container Brian brought. It's slippery, but I think I could get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. Then can smell it up to a mile away, you know? I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Tie a knot. And take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian. The classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. And the lure falls off the line and it sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. The cold air drives the pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile and just sits there, feeling like an idiot. Fishing around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line 3 of the same species. I can't tell them apart.
Catch that fish. Nice catch. Nice match. Nice match. Catch of the day. Nice match. Match
Don't
of
worry,
the
guys.
day.
I got this. I am a matching pros. I am a
Catch
matching
of the
pro.
day. Now you're fishing. Nice catch. Now you're fishing.
Only there were more together.
Now you're fishing. Nice catch. Now you're fishing. Now you're fishing.
Now you're fishing.
Now you're fishing. Match of the day. Now you're fishing. Nice catch. Rainbow trout. Nice match. Match of the day. Nice catch. Nice match. Catch of the day. Match of the day. day. Catch of the day. Catch of the day. Nice catch. Match of the day.
Good work. Wow, that was tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly, and the line starts to run. Reel it in. I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. That pulsa is mine. All my... The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced underwater and pulled into Brian's arms. I'm finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats to the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time. You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yeah, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you've bested in me, stupid, sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge. We're probably gonna have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire, and I accept the cargo short granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. I take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive. Now, birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh. I always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I always kind of like it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Fake throw. I wind up pretend to throw the stick. Maxwell runs away for a second, then looks around confused. Brian and I laugh. I toss the stick to Maxwell for real, and he jumps up to catch it in his mouth. Is it a little messed up that we're taking advantage of a dog's inherent trust in humans for our own amusement? Maxwell, get over here. I gotta make it up to you. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Rub that belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rubs his belly. He wiggles on the grass, clearly loving it.
Shucks.
I feel a bit like a third wheel here. Where are my belly rubs? I'm so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. While I'm playing with Maxwell, the fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch as Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in the cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm going to have to issue both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology. What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder. Right. We take a seat around the fire, and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. All Harding family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out on the lake, and then I accidentally tipped over the boat. Don't worry, all of the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything, right, Harry? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal out today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize that I had dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish and... Ugh. Stop. Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number and he's rubbing my face in it.
Aww.
Dad, I love you, but you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I am a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops.
What an amazing date!
Yay! Another S. Skip time. Leave her alone.
Oh.
The best friend? The gossiping one? What did she say? I cannot believe that.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's not dumb. Real friends don't do that.
I love you too, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, Brian, let's finish this. I spend the day lounging around the house in my bathrobe and slippers, committed to enjoying my day off as a testament to dad laziness around the world. Third coffee of the day and doing my second world jumble in pen. Man, this is the life. Hey, this one spells door. You're still taking me to the fair later, right? There's a fair?
Oh.
Dad is literally around the corner from us. It's not ringing a bell. I came home yesterday with cotton candy. Nope, nothing.
Oh.
I gave you a teddy bear that I won, specifically stating where and when I got it. Seriously? Amanda walks to the windowsill and slides the drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance. Oh, right, that one. I thought you meant another carnival. You're coming with me tonight, right? Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this. I look down at the mug of coffee and my word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to. Amanda points to my word jumble. Park, dog, clock, cereal. I knew that. I totally knew that. The secret word that they always spell out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this. Now, you don't have an excuse. You're coming with me. Amanda pushes me into my bedroom and forces me to change out of my bathrobe. Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight. Got it. And no flip-flops. Not after last time. We don't talk about last time. Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sound of carnival music. So what's the first thing you're gonna do at the fair? Eat greasy food, like deep fry everything and put it in my mouth. I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe that the deep frying process can transmutate any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing. Please don't throw up this time. I know my limits. You said that last time. I was still calibrating. I'm dilated now. You'll ride the rides with me, right? If you're looking for someone to ride scary rides with, that's a straight veto from the dad constituency. However, I'm happy to stand at the fence and take blurry pictures of you riding the rides as per dad custom. Define scary rides. Anything that moves. Well, you're no fun. Maybe I'll find someone at the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Yeah, maybe one of your friends from school will be there, like, who's that one with the eyebrows? Teresa? She got mono. What about the one who vapes? Alex got suspended for vaping in the school bathroom. Well, I hear carnival rides are fun as a solo rider. But then I'll have no one to puke on. Or will I? What? Hey, look, we're here. The carnival is packed with people from all over town tonight. Screaming kids run around with cotton candy and buckets of soda clutched in their grubby fists. Colorful lights flash all around us. I feel like just smelling the air will clog my arteries. Hey, let's go over to these greasy food carts first. Amanda leads me by the hand in what seems like a very specific direction. I know my favorite one is around here somewhere. Wait a second, is that Brian? Wow, look who it is. Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused look on his face that I'm sure I have. What a coincidence that we all happen to be here at the same time in the same exact place. Wow, this is so weird. Can you believe we just happened to come to the carnival on the same night at the same time? Yeah, Daisy, that's so strange. How bizarre. Brian? Harry? I can feel my competitive fire burning inside me again. Last we met, Brian had me a fool by besting me at fishing, then out humbling me in front of my very own daughter. I still want that pole saw. There's plenty of midway games here.
Yes.
Okay, how about we hang out as a team and explore the carnival together? Yes, Amanda, that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's all go and do stuff together. Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy as they lead us towards some rides. I can't believe Brian's here. Daddy, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together. She helps me with my algebra homework, and I've been corrupting her young soul with rock and roll music. She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop complaining about each other. Oh, he's complaining about me? No, Dad, that's not what I meant. If you and Brian would just talk to each other, maybe you would see you have a lot in common. See, now I gotta turn it up to an 11. Brian's getting obliterated. Dad, you have to chill. Please chill. For my sake. I'm chill. I'm so chill. I'm like stupidly chill. And once I prove once and for all that I'm clearly the better dad, I'll be so chill that you could call me liquid nitrogen. I will destroy him. Dad! I spot the entrance to the midway. A perfect opportunity. Hey Brian, check it out. Want to get a couple of games in? That sounds fun. Maybe a little friendly competition? No, we wanted to check out some clowns over there. Amanda, you're scared of clowns. Overruled. Fine, sure, let's play some games. But if we spend the whole night in there, I'm filing for emancipation. Oh, lighten up. I'll win you something nice. Or I'll win you something nice too, Daisy. I'll win more nice things than Brian. I'd like to see you try. Brian and I glare at each other. We've been at it for longer than I'd like to admit. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily at each new game. Brian and I challenge each other to. Their arms overburdened with stuffed animals and t-shirts with rainbows airbrushed onto them. For every game I win, Brian seems to answer back.
Aww.
Dad, please, enough. Just one last game, honey.
Hey.
So, Harry, we're tied. What's the ultimate prize? I spot it from across the midway. We lock eyes. It swims absent-mindedly in a bowl of water. That goldfish will be mine. Amanda, sweetie, how about I win you a goldfish? If it'll get us out of here, Great! I look over at Brian. We don't say a word, but our locked eyes confirm it. The person who wins the goldfish wins the night. Looks like it's skee ball. You any good? I am the best skee ball player to ever grace this earth. Think you can handle me? Still willing to put up your weed whacker? Only if you're willing to part with that pole saw. Lawn grooming equipment goes to the skee ball champ. We share an earnest handshake. Oh no.
Ski that ball.
Shoot. $300. Hook. The bell sounds and lights flash. It feels like things are moving in slow motion. The guy running the booth points at Brian. My worst nightmare. I fall to my knees, grasping at the dirt between my fingers. How could I let it come to this?
Aww.
Dad, you're making a scene. I am defeated. The assistant reaches up and dumps the goldfish into a plastic baggie. He hands it over to Brian. Brian hands the fish to his daughter. This is for you, sweetie. Dad, we don't have the proper resources to take care of a goldfish. I think it would be better as a peace offering. Amanda, do you want this? Amanda, we do not accept the gifts. Accept gifts from the enemy. That would be lovely. Amanda, no. She places the goldfish in Amanda's hand. I promise to take care of him to the best of my ability. But you should come visit and develop a relationship with him. I have a feeling he's gonna miss you. Amanda. I think I'll name him Brian. Like daggers through my chest, child. Hey, who wants to check out the Ferris wheel? Yeah, I want to ride the Ferris wheel. Of course. I'll hang out and watch you guys. Still not a fan of carnival rides. I'd be happy to ride some rides with you kids. I'm just kidding. I love carnival rides. I'm the best at them. We traverse the fair and end up at the relatively short line for the Ferris wheel. It doesn't seem like a very popular ride. Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly. I can feel Brian glaring at me. So, how'd you do on the trig final? Way better than I thought I would. Those cosine problems still tripped me up a bit, so I drew a cat instead of answering the questions. And my teacher gave me a point for effort. Wow, is high school really that easy? Absolutely, yes. The school of hard knocks, though. That's another story. Amanda playfully punches Daisy on the arm. Welcome to the streets. You check out that art book I gave you? Yeah, I love that section on female photographers. You have a good taste. You know, I bet your photos will be in a book someday. Daisy, stop, or I'll cry. They're too cute. Next. Amanda pushes me forward. You first. I sit down in the carriage. And now you. Daisy pushes Brian into the carriage next to me. Before I can say anything, the ride operator closes the gate. Now wait just a second. We're gonna go get some deep fried pickles. You two take this time to work out your differences. Hold on. Get along. Amanda and Daisy run off into the crowd. The ride starts moving. I sit on the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. I don't even know what Amanda's talking about. Neither do I. Our carriage creeps slowly upward. The Ferris wheels are boring. Could this ride go any slower? Oh, is it too fast for you? That's not what I meant. How could this get any worse? Suddenly the ride jerks to a halt with us at the very top of the wheel. I can hear a faint yell at the operator of the ride operator down below. Sorry folks, ride's stuck. Guess the raccoon must have stolen the key component to the motor. They're very crafty animals and are frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense that they would pilfer something like that. Anyway, it'll be some time before we can get y'all down, settle in, and get cozy. Well, and hey, no hand stuff while you're up there. Well, that, and no mouth stuff either. Well, this is just great. I look down over at the expanse of the carnival. I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at a food cart melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't we get a funnel cake first? My stomach rumbles. Oh, I know that sound. Brian reaches into his cargo shirts and pulls out some fruit leather, offering it to me. Cherry or mango? I don't want your stupid fruit leather. Brian opens one and starts eating it. Fine. My stomach growls again. God damn it, why didn't I take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as the crowd begins to form under us. A group of carnival workers attempt to restart the engine. I suddenly remember that I have a tiny book of word jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out and start working on a fresh page, determined not to look at Brian. Hey, I always bring a puzzle book with me too. Brian pulls out a book of crossword puzzles and a pen. Are you kidding me? I throw my book of word jumbles off the side of the Ferris wheel in a fit of rage. Oh, I bet we could find it when we get off this thing. Here, you can do my crosswords. Brian holds his book and his pen out to me with a smile. Absolutely not. Why do you hate me so much? Hate you? Why do you think you're better than me? What? I don't think I'm better than you. Oh, okay, so you were just offering me fruit snacks and crosswords out of the kindness of your heart. Well, yes. A likely story. All you do is brag about how smart your kid is. About your smart kid and your landscaping and your stupid weed whacker. I'm sick of it. And all you do is one-up me every chance you get. The only thing I wouldn't win is one-upping other people competition. Because you would win that. Because that's what you do.
Know about that.
I don't do it on purpose. Wait, what? You're messing with me, right? No. But
I don't know.
I don't think I'm better than you. At all. You and your daughter are amazing, and I thought we were competing just for fun at first. But the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you must hate me. And the more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you. There were times when I did want to beat you, Harry. But really, all I wanted was for you to like me. Oh my god, I feel like such an ass. I let my competitive spirit get in the way. Actually, no. I let my own securities get in the way, and I've been a huge dick to you for no reason. I'm sorry. To tell you the truth, I think we could be really good friends. If I could ever make it up to you. I respect you a lot. We sit in silence for a second. Can we start over? What do you mean? From the beginning. Brian holds out his hand. Hi, I'm Brian. I take his hand and shake it vigorously. Hey, Brian, I'm Harry. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt. Thanks, Harry. Brian and I look at each other. We both share a smirk over the silly little game. But it feels good to be on the same side for once. Alright, folks, thanks for being patient. Turns out, the raccoon didn't steal a part, but was instead still rummaging around in the inner works of the engine. We formed a wary yet mutually beneficial truce. The carriage starts moving again, and we find ourselves down on dry land in no time. Brian and I wander around for a bit, looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on that Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. I'm glad we worked things out. Me too, buddy. Now that that's over with, we can both get home and quietly enjoy our evenings. Agreed. Dad!
Hey.
Amanda and Daisy run up to us. I think you kids will be pleased to find out that Brian and I have worked out our difference.
Hey.
Dad, that's great and all, but Brian's in trouble. But Brian's right. The fish, Brian. What?
Hey.
Daisy and I got on the log flume, and when we were going down the hill, Brian just flew right out of the log, and now he's hanging from some pipe on the ride. We have to save him. But Brian's right. The fish! Brian the fish! Oh, right. Come on. We sprint over the log flume, spotting Brian the fish, stuck up in the rafters of the ride. We'll get you down, little buddy. We have to get Brian before the fair closes, or who knows what will happen to him. But the fair closes in 10 minutes. I guess we need to hustle then. What's the plan? Well, one ride around the track lasts 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from a pipe right above the drop. So you'll have a window of about 10 seconds to grab him. Wow, did you just do all that math in your head? That's really impressive. I just counted. It's not that impressive. I'm so proud of you, honey. Okay. That rafter is pretty high up. How are we going to reach him? We all think for a second. I got it. Brian runs over to the midway, to the last game we played, and snags the pole from the game attendant that they used to grab stuffed animals. I think this will do the trick. Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand. Here, these are our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is in your hands now. There's no time. Come on. Brian leads me by the hand to the entrance of the log flume, getting there just in the nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. We take our seats to the slippery vinyl. The ride operator pulls the bar down on our laps. You ready for this? The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unnaturally blue water sloshes over the slides, soaking my shoes. This is gross. You know how earlier I said that I was the best at carnival rides? The ride jerks forward and I let out a small yelp. That might have been an embellishment. A rickety log makes the slow climb up the track for the most grueling minute of my life. I see him. Hanging from the rafters just above the drop is our beloved Brian, the fish, not the guy. Are you ready? I don't think I can reach it from where I'm sitting. It's all you, buddy. Brian presses the fishing pole into my hand. Oh God, I don't know if I can do this. Hey, I believe in you. I gulp. I can do this.
Match that fish. Nice match.
Easy peasy. With the precision only attainable from playing midway games at a competitive level, I hook the baggie that contains Brian the fish. I grasp the bag firmly. He'll be nice and safe during the oh god, the drop. I momentarily forgot there was a drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming up real fast. Oh man, it's a big drop. So when I told you that I had sort of over-exaggerated my proficiency with carnival rides, it turns out that I had under-exaggerated just how bad I am with them. I am utterly and completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over at me and takes my hand in his. I'm right here. We can do this. He gives my hand a squeeze as our log tips over the edge and flies down with a drop. Ah! A wall of water rains down on us. I realized I had my eyes squeezed shut and opened them to find Brian still holding my hand. He smiles at me. That wasn't so bad. Told you we would make it. Brian and I walk off the ride and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda. Brian! Hey! No, the fish. Aw. I mean, hey, thanks for saving the fish. Don't thank me. It was all your dad. Aw, shucks. It was a team effort. Yeah, and you used your special skills to get him back. Brian got the pole, Daisy did the math, and you got the fish. I didn't get to do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what were you guys doing up there? That was totally dangerous. Amanda steps in front of all of us and plants her feet. Listen, dude, it might have been totally dangerous, but I'll have you know that we triumphed over more than just your silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork and friendship and love. We band together to achieve a common goal, and here we stand, stronger than the sum of our parts. And for you to... I actually don't care. The fair is closing. Just get out of here. The ride operator wanders off. You really are a sparkling conversationalist. We join the crowd of fair goers, slowly ambling back to the parking lot. Your kids want to stick around for the fireworks? Ugh, do we have to? I have never seen a child less enthusiastic about fireworks.
Huh.
Yeah, can we just go home? We've been hauling these prizes around for hours, and my back is killing me. You kids run on ahead. We'll catch up with you later tonight. Amanda and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them later curled up on my couch and watching long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. Brian and I sit down on a bench a little further away from the rest of the crowd, who all gathered to catch the fireworks. Hell of a day, huh? You can say that again. Hell of a day, huh? Ha ha. This is the one time I won't let you out-dad me. I'll take it. I breathe in the cool air as the cool night air as the first firework launches and explodes in the sky over the fair. I'm glad we talked about all of that stuff. Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. The fireworks launch into full swing, bursting around us in a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and whites. There's one more thing I have to admit, though. What's that? I don't know anything about fishing. Brian bursts out laughing. Oh, buddy. I know. What? You knew the whole time? I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it. I can feel myself blushing. He laughs again. It's okay. It was cute. If you're interested, maybe I can teach you sometime. That's what friends do, right? Ha. The laughter dies down and we watch the fireworks a little longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out. You know, it's kind of funny. What is? We're not fighting anymore, but I still feel like we've left some stuff, Unresolved. Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. Brian laughs. No, it's not that. Do you feel like there's maybe something else here? Or is it just me? Looking at Brian, his smile illuminated by the crackling embers falling through the night sky. I suddenly understand what he's talking about. Oh. This whole time with emotions running so high, I realized what I've really been feeling. What I thought was jealousy was actually, it's not just you. Brian inches towards me. You know, it's hard paying attention to the fireworks when you're right here. He and I lean in, and our lips touch. He places one hand on my shoulder, then another at the base of my neck, gently pulling me closer in a warm embrace. I feel safe. Brian pulls away from me for a moment and smiles. I guess now we get to compete over who's better at kissing. Brian stifles a laugh and pulls me in for another. I'll accept that challenge. Sure enough, when I get home, Amanda and Daisy are passed out on the sofa, surrounded by giant stuffed animals. Amanda's snoring drowns out the paranormal ice road truckers still playing on TV. I turn everything off and throw a couple of blankets over the kids before heading to bed myself.
That was a good date.
Bee! Okay, skip ahead. What? No.
Oh. Ah. Yes. Ah. Huh.
Keep going, but don't go too much.
Oh. Ah. Hey.
Relax now, we already won the game. We're just having a friendly chat. Tell me more about college. Slow down, kiddo, you're not even in middle school yet. But I want to go to class in my PJs now. I mean, nothing's stopping you. But Daisy, I hear ya. I know you're stoked on college and skipping grades and taking over the world with science, but you gotta enjoy being a kid first. Growing up is weird and scary, and eventually you'll be able to run a car. But you gotta go through middle school in one piece first. You know how you wish you were going to college? I wish I was in 5th grade. I want recess and snack time back. Cherish it while it lasts, girl. You got a big future ahead of you, but I don't want you growing up too fast on us, alright? Alright. Thanks, Amanda. I ease away slowly. Amanda seems like she has a handle on this situation.
Oh. Ah.
Bye, Amanda. I take a seat next to Brian as the last guests make their way out of the party. Nice job. I couldn't have thrown a better party myself. I smile. So are we doing like opposite competition now? Yeah, we're just gonna compliment each other relentlessly. I bet you could do more push-ups than me. I bet you're way better with computers than I am. I bet you could trim a tree faster than I could. I bet you could de-ice a sidewalk more thoroughly than me. I like this a lot better. Brian blushes. I nestle myself in the soft space between Brian's shoulder and chest. No matter how many times he washes his shirt, I bet he'll never get the smell of campfire out of it. Not that I mind. Got a long summer coming. Interested in some more fishing trips with me, Daisy and Amanda? As long as you'll save me again if I fall into the water. I'd be happy to. Gotta sneak in as much father and daughter time as possible before Amanda heads out. Also, be careful. She's probably gonna try to steal your dog and take him with her to college. I also get the feeling that Daisy might try to stow her away in her suitcase. So watch out for that. The sunset casts a pink glow over everything, and a quiet calm seems to descend upon my backyard. It reminds me of the lake. I'm glad we're not rivals anymore. Me too. Although, I don't think I've ever been more productive than I was when I was trying to one-up you. Maybe a little friendly competition is what we both needed. I sigh and nuzzle against Brian a little harder. I am the cuddle champion. We'll see about that. Ah. I liked that one. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna have some water, some food, give my voice a rest, and then we'll tackle Hugo, my last dad. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay lucky.